Well, hello and welcome to another video. Down here is a pond that I had to build in a bit of an emergency. I'll tell you why in a minute. It took me about, I don't know, about 3 hours, I'd say, from start to finish, to dig in, getting it rocked in, getting a bit of soil in there, getting all the plants in. I'd say no more than 3 hours. I did it after work, had to get it done. The reason I had to get it done is that I was around the customer's house and they had some frog spawn that had been laid, shall we say, in an area that wasn't really a pond, a bit of a deep divot in a boggy section. They was worried about it. They didn't have a pond, so I said, "Yep, no problem." Now, I don't normally recommend taking frog spawn away from a pond that it's been laid in, but this frog spawn would have just died. Now, I was planning to build a big wildlife pond in about 6 to 8 weeks' time, the other side of my garden here. I should also say I'm back in my garden, for anyone wondering. But so this is really, it's an emergency. It's a small pond. It'll end up staying, but it's not going to be the main pond that I will be building over there. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of the process that I went through to get to where I am now, and then I will turn the camera around and show you the finished pond. Okay, so just to give you an idea where the pond is, this is the area that I created. You may remember I did a video on this last year when we first moved here in the summer. I created two plant some fruit trees. So we've got a cherry tree, there's a pear tree, a hazelnut, and nectarine. So just the other side of here is where I have created this pond. As you can see, I've put some planting around the outside. We've got these lovely dogwood, got the golden one and the midwinter fire. I love dogwoods, they come to life in winter. I've got some winter heather. As you can see, luck would have it, we've got a lovely bumblebee on there, so that's always good news. And I've planted a pond, so as you can see, I've got some hard rush either end, got some marsh marigold, which I always like to plant, very pollinator friendly. I've got water forget-me-not, I've got a couple of white pickle, we've got the lily in the basket. Again, it's the only thing I do plant in a basket because the roots get so invasive when they grow, and then you can just remove the basket and then either divide it up or put it in a bigger basket. And we got some creeping thyme and some saxifrage down here. So just a nice little area. Eventually this area here will be leveled up. This was a bit of a dumping ground by the previous homeowner. Used to have bonfires here, and I did start putting some cuttings here to compost down originally, but I've cleared out all of the big pieces, put them in the dead hedge, which you've seen me doing further at the back there. More updates on that soon. If you've not seen that, check out the video here. And eventually the soil from the large pond I will be digging, once this brash has been cleared, will be put in here, rolled over, just to level this off. Even can't even talk. Level this area off a bit more, and I'll probably do a bit more planting in this section. As you can see, we've got some lovely wildflowers have popped up now into spring, all down here, stuff that we never even realized was around because obviously we only moved in beginning of July. So just lovely little bits that are popping up. To show you in this other area here, which I've yet to develop, these lovely purple crocuses coming up, snowdrops are all up, some daffodils. So yeah, it's really come to life the last week or so with the slight break in the rain, shall we say. Almost like spring's trying to arrive. So that is the pond for now. I will of course give you updates, and once I've created the large pond over that side of the garden. So this is just a quick little video just to show you what you could build in your garden in just a small space. This is no more than 3 meters by 1 meter. I appreciate I built this using things I had laying around in the garden and in my garage. I was lucky enough to have some offcuts of liner and the underlay, the logs and the rocks around my garden. I had a couple of spare bags of the stone. The only thing I did buy was the plants, the aquatic and the terrestrial. But you know, in the scheme of things, it's not that expensive, and it's a great habitat for amphibians. Birds can come in, the pollinators can come in. Have you seen that little bee, the bumblebee that is already here? So if you'd like something like this in your garden and it's something that you don't think you're able to do yourself, give me a call, give me an email. I'll be more than happy to create something this size if this is the only area that you can spare, or something on a much larger scale, or even more of the aquascape pumped waterfall ecosystem ponds where you can put fish in if you'd like, and you get more of that running water effect, the soothing running water that a lot of people like these days. Bit of a relax and a de-stress. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.